Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and we have David Aldridge on our sideline. And our special guest tonight, welcoming in Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, Kevin, man, great to be here. I hate being up in that studio sometimes. I love it down here,
we
man.
We need you courtside.
Oh,
we
man,
need you
it feels
courtside.
so much better being with you guys and them other two.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Tuesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Clippers, for now at least, are still tenants at the Staples Center. But former team superstar and analyst for the Hawks, Dominique Wilkins, who used to play for the Clippers at the end of his career, said the atmosphere at their games now matches that of the Lakers, adding, "This excitement for two teams in the same city, I don't know when that's happened in basketball. It's pretty amazing." Guys?
There's been a transformation here in L.A. There is no doubt about that. D.A., thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. And for Los Angeles, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum, then it's Ibaka, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. So the Clippers win the tip. So many combo guys in the backcourt now, Kenny, but there are still a few traditional style point guards left, and they're sure fun to watch.
Yeah, you still got Rondo. You still have Mike Conley.
Yep.
Obviously CP3. These are traditional point guards that think pass first. Still got LeBron. He's a traditional point guard. He passes first. So it's still fun to watch.
Now, here is George. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Ibaka. Leonard's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Clippers. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Middleton. Passes it to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Ball's knocked loose. Lopez kicks to Middleton. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, that differential jumps off the page to me. And whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
Now here is Holiday. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. They get it again. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the boards.
Now, here is George. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Philadelphia.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
It's good from long range.
Just understanding where and how to get his shots. Kawhi creates a little room there off the bounce.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Holiday. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
The NBA definitely is a global product, and at the same time, Commissioner Silver reaffirming the league's American values of free speech. This caught some people off guard, perhaps. It's not always easy, is it?
Well, he's got the most difficult job, and you got to give the commissioner a lot of credit, staying true to who he is and what he feels the league is about, and able to tell that story to the world, and not just here nationally, but internationally.
Sacrificed money that was coming into the league for values that he thought were important.
The bottom line, freedom is not free.
And he knocks down the first one.
The key asset is one of the biggest trade packages in NBA history. When George feels 100% physically, he's absolutely worth it.
And George drops them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. From downtown, the rebound by Ibaka. Clippers leading by 4. Outside, Batum. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Holiday against Beverly. Here's Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Beverly against Holiday. Inside, Antetokounmpo. And it's all evened up. Giannis has got 6.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
George passes to Leonard. Sinks the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
Terrific screen that time by Nicholas Batum.
And you look at Paul George. I mean, he's got the capability to lead the league in scoring, but he's just as focused on locking you down.
That sets him apart. You know, how many guys could say, I could get 20 on you and stop you from getting 20? Few guys can do that.
Rebound, Milwaukee. Outside Holiday. The 3 for DiVincenzo. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first.
We know George can beat you with the pass, has great vision and great court sense.
Now here's DiVincenzo. No points in the game yet for him. Middleton outside. And he's good on the 3 ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Beverly against Holiday. George looking around. With the teardrop. Not going to go that time. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field. Just under the 50% mark. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. They're really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. Middleton outside. 5 to shoot. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Boy, that is a real weapon in Middleton's arsenal. I mean, when you hit a 3 on him, he wants that sweet revenge, and he's coming back at you.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Zubats is checked in for Los Angeles. The Bucks also with the sub. Portis, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. Ibaka finds Beverly. Back to Ibaka. DiVincenzo against George. Back to Ibaka. 6 to shoot. Left it 5 from 18. That one rolling around and rims out.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shots good by Middleton.
And the feisty defender, and Patrick Beverly, one of those guys you love to play against.
Irritant. This guy's like, oh my God, he's like a bug in your ear, like on a summer in the bushes.
Just ruins the whole
picnic. And he's not scared to guard anybody, but all day you're just swinging at your ears and swinging at your ears. I'd hate to play.
He has a motor, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint. 2 shots.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
And every year, Kawhi plays at the highest level. A top-tier player who possesses a real competitive fire.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Ibaka. Jackson comes in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. And that's good.
And the soft spoken is now big forward.
Now here's Giannis. He has 6.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Clippers trail by 5. Rondo kicks to Zubats. Pass to Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Chris Middleton.
To know about Leonard, with all of this success, he continues to grind it out every possession.
Take a break. 2 shots.
first one falls for him. We hear all these different terms about resting players, but Kenny, load management seems to be the one that is stuck. Is that something you wish was around, for instance, when you played?
Honestly, I probably didn't want it, but if I used it, I would have been a much better player, honestly. Because your body is at 170 pounds, 6'3", is not built to play 82 games in playoffs. It's not built for that. Your body's just not meant for that. So yes, I might have been, Greg, I might have been in a couple All-Stars, man. I think, man, I could have done some things.
But wasn't there pride in players in playing 82 games?
And in all reality, the pride was in you had to work for that next contract. The dollars are such now that it's an investment for the team that they're trying to protect. So it means as much for them to make sure you're rested and ready to go, to Kenny's point, as it does to you.
Here's Connaughton following the score by Reggie Jackson. Leonard with the steal. Morris right side. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And dangerous in that catch and shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Here is Forbes. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. They need this. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Bucks lead by 1.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Jackson with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Jackson misses. Milwaukee's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Morris passes to Rondo. From down in the low post, it goes.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside. You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Morris dishes to Jackson. A floater. He gets it in there. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead. Kenny, you played under a number of legendary coaches. What traits do they share, and how were they different?
Well, the great thing about all of them, they had me. So that makes it,
check that box, right? Move that off to the side.
It's something that they all had in common. I'm not saying that it's me, but it is him. I think what makes them great, what makes them great is the ability to relate, and also the ability to change direction. Like, you can have a game plan and then all of a sudden change the game plan in the middle of the game and come up with a new one if it's not working.
Well, I even go a step further. You're also, the great coaches adapt to their personnel as opposed to trying to make the personnel adapt to them. That's why Greg Popovich stand out for me. Because I remember when the Spurs used to be beating you in the 80s.
Yeah. And now
then he's the guy that started this whole offensive thing.
This running thing.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes, can find the creases with that handle.
Here's Connaughton, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Portis. Almost, but it rolls out.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is players enjoy playing with.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Both free throws good from Holiday. 43 seconds left to play here in the first. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Leonard inside, guarded by Tucker. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
What's up? There's a quiet intensity to Leonard's game that I absolutely love. He won't back down from anyone.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that.
Shot.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted. It's hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Bucks trail by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And Tucker kicks to Forbes. Outside Portis. And the pass to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. From the high post. That's good on the jump shot. Holiday's got 12 points in the game.
And capable of making these in his sleep. Holiday has tremendous confidence and touch on that mid-range.
Leonard. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll return shortly. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come up stronger. I think that there was a lot of pressure put on our team from outside, and to be able to withstand that, to be able to still go out there and play every day.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
You know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Brook Lopez is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. First free throw is good. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Leonard. Both shots good from the stripe. Kenny, your former team, the Rockets, have suggested that the league move to start the free agency ahead of the NBA draft. From what you hear, is that idea picking up some momentum?
Well, that's how it is in other pro leagues. You know,
it is, right.
You have the free agency,
Yep.
then you know exactly what you need in the draft. So it would make sense. You drafted something, and all of a sudden you get all these different free agents. You don't need those young players because typically young players are 2 to 3 years away.
The landscape changes.
Yeah, it has, but I like the way we have it because the one... advantage with the rookies is they come in as a brand, which is an advantage to you. You think about Zion coming in, it changed the entire landscape of the Pelicans franchise. Like, those guys do have a lot of value if they played in college and been able to build up that brand.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And that's what's created a rhythm offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Brook Lopez, a little bigger and more of an offensive player than his brother Robin. But they've both turned into quality big men in this league.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. DiVincenzo's checked in. Brook Lopez hits them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Tucker. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Holiday with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Drew Holiday.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Rebounded by Tucker.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Serge Ibaka picks up there. The NBA being so much about entertainment, Kenny. If you had to choose the best showman in the league, who would you pick?
Ooh, the best Steph Curry.
Yeah, he'd be right up there, wouldn't he?
LeBron is a showman, but Steph is, I think, the top of the league. Giannis is a showman, but he's by grit, Harden, and maybe someday Zion.
I would go with that as well. The one thing that, the one reason that I have a little concern with those other, like LeBron doesn't have to have a great team. You know, he can make a team great. That's the one difference with him. I think Giannis can do that.
He made that team great before Kevin Durant got there.
No. Well, he's playing with a few other Hall of Famers. My point is, if you put him out there with guys who weren't all-star caliber players, that's my concern. We've seen, I'm with you, Giannis has done that, LeBron has done that. Steph's a showman in his current existence. And Luka is an
all-time showman.
And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. Outside for George. Stolen by Middleton. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Back to Giannis. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Now, here's Kennard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Trains the 3 while he's being fouled, and he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
One shot. They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
The Clippers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And if you want to talk about the best two-way players in the NBA, George's name would be high on the list for sure. I mean, that's the kind of presence he has at both ends of the court.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 9. And that one is off. Excellent there from George. Pass to Kennard. Now Beverly. Beyond the arc. Kennard's shot is off. DiVincenzo against Beverly. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the 76ers. Lopez against Beverly. Good D by Lopez.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Antetokounmpo. And it's sent back by George. Batum finds Ibaka, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Clippers lead by 3.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
Here's Holiday. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
Here's Kennard. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. 5th, the Clippers.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Both free throws good from Drew today. Here's George. 6 points for him. Now, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game, and the next game it'll be played in Los Angeles. The road trip is only getting started as that's the second of 6 for him. Shots good by Middleton.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him.
George against Middleton. George passes to Ibaka. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. Milwaukee has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. That's tipped. Stolen by George. Over Middleton. George, no good. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Down low, stolen by Beverly. The dish to Batum. George against Middleton. And George kicks to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Outside for George. Over Lopez. George, no good. The Bucks shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. Passes it to Middleton. Holiday up top, defended by Beverly. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
For Milwaukee, they haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. The first free throw is good. And the Clippers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. And so he hits both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now, here's George. He has 6. Stolen by Holiday. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Bucks lead by 4. Now, here's Rondo. Ibaka outside. Deflects the pass. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Leonard, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. The Bucks also with the sub. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Rondo scanning the floor. The shot that time not on target. Excellent D there from Holiday.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 18. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Clippers trail by 4. Beverly dishes to Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Holiday.
They make Leonard fight hard, but he can get ruthless right back.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Leonard hits them both.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Beverly against DiVincenzo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here is Forbes. And a wide open look for Portis. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
George, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Antetokounmpo passes to Forbes. Back to Antetokounmpo. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. Fires it up. The shot by Rondo is no good. Bucks leading by 4. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. Kicks to Forbes. Back to Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Back to Rondo. Deep 2 from Beverly. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
I'm shocked that George hit that shot. Lots of contact.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances.
Mind the lane.
You know, he really
Mind the
did
lane.
excel at the stripe. I
Good
mean, they
shot.
couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
Free throw good, Paul George. DiVincenzo with it. 6 points for him. Pass to Connaughton. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Taking a look here at numbers for Rondo. How he did last season. Last year averaged 7 points a game, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Here is Forbes. Now the pass to Connaughton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Pass to George. The three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. DiVincenzo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Kenny, great to have you on the show as always. You've got to come back soon. Promise us you'll come back soon.
I'm coming back next week.
Good.
I am not. There's more food down here. It's friendlier down here. It's more room, man.
More
I
air.
can't wait to be here.
More air.
Everything, man. Everything's more down here.
And what an experience it was, Greg, to have Kenny joining us. You always know he's going to give you his honest opinion, which makes him so great.
And Kevin, and throughout his playing days and now as a broadcaster, Kenny has never pulled any punches. He'll tell it to you like it is, and that's one reason he is so beloved.
Boy, George has major hops. I mean, this guy just gets up big time for these throwdowns.
There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Portis kicks it to Tucker. And again, the Bucks miss. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson passes to Morris. George with the ball. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shoots it up. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Yeah, nice vision that time displayed by George off the screen and roll.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season.
And returning from his sojourn, doing some in-game analysis, we laughed, cried, we turned down the volume. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Smith.
Yay! Welcome back, buddy. Kenny, man, we missed you. Yeah, I know. You guys missed me. Like how much? Put it in the word.
Minimal.
That's not a lot.
No.
Yeah. They treated me so well down there.
Much less than 3 million. How about 0?
I'm so hurt.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Baca is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Here's Connaughton. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his third assist on the night.
No success thus far trying to guard George tonight. I mean, he is absolutely shredding.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Batum's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Outside, George. Good D by Lopez.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. 3rd is Chris Middleton.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. And here's Leonard, who's got 23. Outside, George, 6 to shoot. Batum wide open, he fires. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Beverly dishes to Ibaka. Leonard on the wing. Fires, high post.
Nangyari sa'yo? Ulit mo kasi ngayon, nautog ka tuloy. Doon.
Connected.
kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 11 rebounds in the game. Shots good by Middleton.
Rhythm and timing so important in the game of hoops. Middleton using both on that pull-up jumper.
Timeout.
And the Clippers call time here. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Milwaukee also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Holiday, the pass to Tucker. The Bucks working the ball around. Holiday gets the bucket.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Leonard draws the double, knocks it loose, and stolen by Portis. Here's Middleton, flushes it down to finish the break.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's in for Milwaukee. Outside Jackson. Portis against Zubac. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jackson. He can't get that one to fall. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Pass to Connaughton for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And now just a 4-point Los Angeles lead. The pass to Kennard. Outside Jackson. Leonard draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. For the Clippers now, Zubac finds Jackson for the shoot, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
And they needed that. Their lead is getting smaller by the minute.
Yeah, I agree with you. Good possession there. They had to stem the tide of this comeback a little bit, and I think they did with that play there.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Leonard. Good. Nice job down low. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
To the paint. Gets the bucket and the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use it to bother shots and disrupt passes.
One shot.
And that one falls for Middleton.
Middleton's so highly productive and consistent. A steady contributor night in and night out.
Outside Jackson, three-pointer, and another three for the Clippers.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 20. To the inside. Connaughton. Good. The assist goes to Middleton. 9 points in the game so far.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the Clippers call time here. And the Clippers making a switch here. George is checked in.
And now let's take a look at Kawhi Leonard, coming off a terrific season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season, 7 rebounds and 5 assists. And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, he's the engine of. Without him, I think they'd be a totally different team.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
2 shots. Last on the first.
First free throw is good.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Holiday with it. He has 29. Out to the right wing. Portis kicks to Middleton. Great D that time from Leonard. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Tries it for 9. Here's Zubac, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
The free throw drops for Zubac.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Knocked loose and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Last season, he played outstanding. 14th and three-point field goal percentage, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
And who could defend him last season out there? Defenders tried to body him up, play a little physical. But time and time again, he drilled the three anyway. Double team on Holiday. Pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 15. Here's Zubats. No good that time. Bucks trail by 7. Portis, the pass to Holiday. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from George. Morris, left side, from the arc. Balls, nice feed that time from George. George has got his 6th assist on the night. High, arcing shot. The shot by Holiday, no good. Clippers leading by 10. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. A nice shot by George. So it's the Bucks now. Holiday surveying the floor. Double team on Holiday. Portis has got space. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Leonard inside. And the wide open shot from Morris. The three-pointer is right on target. Morris has got 14 points for the game.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific three-point shooting display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Portis in at the center.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Bucks trail by 15. Holiday, the pass to Tucker. Here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Middleton. The tray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Shoots from the line. 2 points. That one goes. Leonard's got 33.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Middleton can't get it to go. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 17-point lead, their biggest. Middleton inside the three-point line. Nice shot from the wing. That's now 22 points for Chris Middleton. The Clippers shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Outside, George. And Leonard has it in the corner. And there's the pass to Zubats. 5 on the clock. Here's George, and the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Beverley, the pass to Ibaka. He kicks to George. Nice ball movement by the Clippers. Back to Morris. It's Sullivan to Tacumbo. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 5th assist in this one. Beverley against DiVincenzo. Floats one up, and the layup is up and in. Beverley's got his first 2 points of the night.
And Beverley is a tricky player. I mean, somebody who has so many different shots to choose from.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the 3 off target. Los Angeles leading by 15. Here's Batum trying to get open as Ibaka. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Hits the 3-point bomb. Middleton's got 13 points in the second half. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Morris looking over the floor. Over Middleton. Morris, no good. Bucks trail by 12. Portis, the pass to Holiday.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one. With his quickness and length, I'd like to see him do that more often.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Both free throws good from Holiday. Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Beverley to the middle. Ibaka. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
The free throw drops from Ibaka.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in 08. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012.
Ibaka hits both of them. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Holiday goes in, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Middleton finds Holiday. Bucks passing it around.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. Used all 7 feet and about 1/3 of a ton to get that one up and down.
One shot.
That's good from Lopez. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And Beverly kicks to George. Here's Ibaka, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the Clippers lead by 10. George against DiVincenzo. Batum trying to break loose. DiVincenzo can't hit it. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Outside, George. Pass to Beverly. Takes a 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Well, I tell you what, Beverly's really improved as a 3-point shooter, as dependable as they come now, shooting from behind the arc.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Beverly dishes to Ibaka. Kicks to George. A 3 from Morris. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. Bounce pass, Antetokounmpo. Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Passes to Batum.
And, you know, Batum certainly has the ability to score inside.
Two shots. Last on the first.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, Nick Batum, out of France, taken 25th in the 2008 draft. If there was a redo, he's a lottery pick.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Los Angeles. And he makes both free throws. Here's Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. They get a hand on it. Batum with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And Middleton kicks to Lopez. Over Leonard. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And here's George for three. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 8th assist in the game. Bucks trail by 19. And here's Middleton.
Boy, you look at the skill set and size of Middleton, hard for any defense to match up against. Just so creative in how he draws contact and gets himself to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 13-4 run. Pass to Batum against Giannis. Leonard draws the double. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Shot clock at 6. Ibaka. This is to Beverly. That one doesn't drop. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack. Nice dime drive there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Outside, George. The pass to Leonard. Ibaka right side. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got assist number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
And now, let's present our now for the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He sure has given this treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Now, here is Holiday. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all made up.
Well, you all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And here is DiVincenzo. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Down kicks to Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Lopez. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. We hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. Clippers leading by 18. Beverly up top, defended by Middleton. And it's Beverly missing.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through the rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And that one's good.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Now, here's Beverly following the shot by Drew Holiday. Now Beverly. Clark, a simple way to let the players be heard were the phrases they had on the backs of their jerseys in the Orlando bubble.
Yeah, I love the creativity of that, Kevin. Again, players being proactive and desiring to use the platform they've been given through basketball and their particular brands to speak to issues that resonate with them, issues of inequality and racial injustice, and to do so in a way that was unique and yet appropriate, I think is a win-win. I really do. Now, the conversation and slogans are important and part of agitation, but now it's a matter of targeted, strategic action that can be carried out, not just by players in the league, but by all of us in our own circles of influence to effectuate change and make our world a bit better than we found it.
Now here's Leonard following the shot by Drew Holiday. And Batum kicks to Leonard. Tipped away. Here's Batum. The rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The patience that Antetokounmpo plays with is impressive for such a young guy. I mean, he doesn't rush anything.
Now, here's Beverly. Down low. Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. George. Last season was kind of a rough one, very turbulent for the NBA. The China controversy, the passing of David Stern, Kobe Bryant, and finally the COVID pandemic. Other than that, it was kind of uneventful.
Yeah, I mean, an incredibly year just go back to March, and who would have ever thought we would go through what we went through? And you talked about all the other David Stern and Kobe both passing. You know, I'm just hoping we get a return to normality, because that sounds pretty good right about now.
It sure does. The shot by Holiday, no good. Clippers leading by 21.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say now for Los Angeles.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, they really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down the triple.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is going to be repayment for the last game they played against one another. And this will be their last regular season matchup of the year. A nice job to even it at one for the season series against
the one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, the dazzling game for Leonard.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
And so here are the Clippers after the basket by Milwaukee. Fades away, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good that wide open. I think you got to knock it down.
Shot clock, game clock operated by less than 6 seconds. And pass George over Middleton. And that one's good. George has got 30.
And you can sense that these fans, players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific victory.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing. The crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Kawhi, you have become an elite two-way player, so how do you carry that scoring load with that defensive responsibility?
It's very difficult. You know, your mind's on the whole game, 48 minutes. But, you know, my teammates get me in the groove, give me the energy to keep fighting throughout the whole 48 minutes.
Well, you did a great job of leading them tonight, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin?
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Sean Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Ayaw nga gumana ng Metro Bank ko yun yung bank.